Greetings duplicant and welcome to the breach. First off, I made a little bit of an error while recording the video. I left my mic on, so the audio of the actual game is really bad. You wouldn't want to listen to it. So we're going to have a guest DJ, MacLeod, kick it. So you can see I have this big pool of mixed salt water and polluted water, which was originally used for the coolant for my industrial setup. I've set up a water sieve and a desalinator to clean it, and it's going to be pumped into the oil biome and used in the oil wells to produce a large quantity of crude oil. Obviously I have other sources of water on the map, renewable sources, but I like to reuse up these lakes of water that I've created so that I don't have them at the end of the game just sat there still staring at me. I have my duplicates tidying up the area and I'm going to plumb in the second oil well. Getting the second oil well hooked up with power now. Breaking into the oil biome and getting access to all the lead is really nice for building conductive wire. You don't have to refine the copper, and obviously as it's a refined metal you can use it for the automation as well, which is really useful until you try to use it in high temperature environments. Excellent. Plumbed in and powered and producing crude oil. And we can get the final oil well powered. Getting into the habit of setting up automation for all your pumps is well worth it. Here comes our duplicant to build the automation, and more importantly he's going to relieve the pressure on the oil well. The oil well generates heat while it's extracting oil. It's sitting in its sump of oil which absorbs the heat, which stops the water in the machine turning to steam and damaging the oil well. The released pressure is in the form of natural gas, which we are now storing here for later use. So now that I've got access to crude oil, I want to reinforce the liquid lock. At the moment it's working on only a single drop of crude oil, and I don't like tempting fate, so I'm going to add a lot of oil there to make it a full lock. Over the next couple of episodes I've got a number of things I want to get done. One of them is to open more vents and geysers. Now that I have access to steel and oil, I need to build an industrial brick because I've only got a limited amount of steel at the moment, so I need to make sure that I've got a constant supply to satisfy all my requirements for when I go to space. I also want to be able to tap into the first asteroid you can go to via the teleportation system. And I really need to get round to building a kitchen to get permanent storage for all my food. pre-going into space, I need to start doing the materials research now that you can get data disks from geysers as well. Reinforce the other petroleum block, which is at the entrance to the oil biome. So even though I'd planned this 3 oil well setup in my head, I've decided that I need to extend it slightly because I want to fit in the petroleum refiner in this setup as well. When you refine crude oil into petroleum, it also releases natural gas, so there'll be just one section that has a lot of natural gas in. Obviously, I want to maintain the integrity of the setup at the moment, so I'm going to show you a way of extending a pre-existing structure without breaking this integrity. I don't want my gases mixing, basically. It's very simple really. I build the extension and then fill in the intervening area with tiles, and then go to the inside and then just deconstruct all the tiles, leaving me with a vacuum, and the natural gas just fills the vacuum. Simples. Well, it's been a very different episode today than normal, mainly due to my stupidity. Can't blame it on the Dukes for leaving my own microphone on, can I? I hope you enjoyed the track that I used to cover up the awful sounds and enjoyed the beautiful ambience that it provided. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.